Okay, folks, example number 2. It says write each expression as a fraction in simplest form. It's basically just saying put these two things together. Mixed expressions are super easy. This thing has a denominator of 1. These are so much easier because I don't have to factor the whole number. I just multiply the top by the denominator of the other one. I want you to take a moment and think back to mixed numbers, back when you were in 3rd grade or whenever this was. 3 2/3, right? Do you agree that that's 3 plus 2/3, right? Does that make sense? 3 2/3 is the same thing as 3 plus 2/3. If I were going to change this to an improper fraction, what would I do? What do I do to 3 2/3 to make it a fraction?
Multiply the
3 times 3, and then add 2, so I get 11 over 3. You agree?
Yeah.
I don't do anything different over here. It's going to be 2a plus 3 times 5a plus a minus 5. Now, I don't want to get into that mess because it's just too much for us to think about. I mean, there's no reason for us to do that. Let's keep it simple. Remember my rule? This is me at the end. Keep it simple, stupid. There's no reason to make it more complicated, but it's happening the exact same way that we did it back in 3rd grade. Okay? All right, so look. This has a denominator of 1. What is the common denominator between these two fractions, Libby? 2a plus 3. Okay? What did I do to the first fraction, the first denominator, to make 2a plus 3, Harrison? All right, I multiplied it by 2a plus 3. I'll simplify that in a minute. Cameron, what did I do to change the second denominator? Nothing. So I don't do anything to the top either. A minus 5. I like putting those quantities, whenever I'm adding and subtracting terms, I like putting them in parentheses to remind myself I can't cancel part of a quantity. I have to cancel all of it or none of it. Okay? All right, so now I can write this all over 2a plus 3. And let's see. I'm going to simplify the top, so that's going to give me 10a squared plus 15a plus a minus 5. I can just drop the parentheses because it's adding. And now I'm going to combine any common terms. 10a squared has nothing to go with, so it's just going to be 10a squared. 15a plus a is 16a. And then I've got minus 5 at the end.
Wait, do you want us to factor?
Over 2a plus 3. Now, Ryan, am I done? No. I need to see if I can factor the top
But you do like solve.
so I can cancel it with the
You
bottom.
do subtract before you factor, correct?
I do simplify everything before I factor.
Okay.
Okay? Now, a equals 10, b equals 16, c equals negative 5. All right, negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now let's plug in what we've got here. B is 16, a is 10, and c is negative 5. All right, so that's going to give me negative 16 plus or minus the square root of 256 plus 200 all over 20. Okay, I don't think that 456 is a perfect square. Is 456 a perfect square? Someone on your calculator, figure out what 450 square root is. What is it?
21.35.
Oh, it's not a perfect square, so it doesn't factor. It's 21 point something, right? Okay. Libby? Yes. Oh, I'm almost there? Okay. But here's the thing. If it doesn't factor, then there's nothing that I can cancel out. I didn't need to erase that, I guess. But there you go. So this thing on the top doesn't factor, it's prime. So there's nothing left for me to cancel out, and I'm done. This is my answer. Okay, but I got to check it and see if I can reduce it. Great job.